Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has warned of a forceful retaliation in case of American attack on Iran. Khamenei said that the United States has threatened to do mischief, and if they carry out an attack, they will receive a strong counterattack from Iran.
The enmity from the US and Israel has always been there. They threaten to attack us, which we don't think is very probable, but if they commit any mischief, they will surely receive a strong reciprocal blow.
This comes after US President Donald Trump warned that Iran will be bombed if it continues to develop nuclear weapons. Speaking to NBC News, Trump urged Iran to make a deal soon or face consequences. It was unclear whether Trump has threatened bombing by U.S. planes alone or perhaps in an operations coordinated with Israel. President Trump added that the United States officials are in talks with Iranian counterparts, but did not give details about the nature of the talks. The president said that he will not impose secondary tariff on Iran if they sign the nuclear deal with the United States.
We're going to make a decision on secondary tariffs on Iran based on whether or not they're going to make a deal. If they're going to make a deal, then we're never going to put secondary tariffs. So we're going to hope they have a great, long, and successful life as a country. But we'll see what happens. Very interesting. I can't imagine them doing anything else but making a deal. I would prefer a deal to the other alternative, which I think everybody in this plane knows what that is. And that's not going to be pretty, and I do not prefer that.
Trump's comments came after Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has said that Tehran has rejected direct talks with the U.S., but is always open for indirect talks.
The response by the Supreme Leader to Donald Trump's letter was delivered to the U.S. contact in Oman by our brother, Dr. Abbas Araghchi. In that response, direct negotiations have been rejected, but regarding indirect talks, Iran has always been involved in such talks, and the Supreme Leader has emphasized that indirect talks can still continue.
According to Tehran Times, Iran's armed forces have readied missiles with the capability to strike U.S.-related positions amid ongoing threats of military action from President Trump. According to Tehran Times report, a significant number of these launch-ready missiles are located in underground facilities scattered across the country, designed to withstand airstrikes.
Shalom, welcome to another video, and as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wadash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. So this will be a quick update, news, and prophecy. All right, going into the rising tensions between Iran and the United States of America. Okay, and we know that according to biblical prophecy, that America, which in the Bible is known of as Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, okay, will be destroyed by nuclear fire. And it's going to happen by way of the different nations of the East, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, all shooting missiles upon America, Babylon the Great, and completely wiping this place off the face of the earth. So that's the topic that we're going to dive into. And Yahweh Rachazam in the Heavenly Father's will is edifying to the elect. So I'm going to start off here in Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. And let the weak say, I am strong. Okay, why are the weak now saying they're strong? Because they have nuclear capabilities now. All right, before, it was just the United States that had nuclear capabilities. But because Russia is giving nuclear capabilities to all these different smaller Eastern nations, they now are saying we're strong. Okay, we're not afraid of you anymore, America. Because Babylon the Great, America has been the bully, all right, on the world stage for decades. But that is slowly, actually it's not slowly, it's like that is swiftly changing. All right, so Joel 3:11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, and thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. In the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh Shaphat. Okay, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Shaphat means judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision, the so-called Middle East, okay, Western Asia. That is where World War III will most likely pop off at. Not most likely, it will pop off in that area. Okay, that's where it all starts at. And once again, according to biblical prophecy, America, Babylon the Great, will be completely destroyed by nuclear fire by way of the Eastern nations shooting missiles upon it. So let's go next to Jeremiah the 50th chapter, as soon as it loads up. Bear with me. All right, and this it started off with the title of Prophecy Against Babylon. Once again, America in prophecy is known as Babylon the Great. It says, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Verse 2. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard, publish and conceal not, and say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, and her images are broken in pieces. So all the idols that Esau has pushed, all right, it is all being taken down and destroyed once Babylon the Great goes down. Jeremiah 50:3. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, and this is Russia, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove and they shall depart, both man and beast. Okay, but Russia is not coming in alone. We're going to skip down to verse 9. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. So Russia is coming with, once again, China, North Korea, Iran, and many other nations. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. The arrows is going into the nuclear missiles. It says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Because you were glad, because you rejoiced, O you destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown fat as the heifers at grass, and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded, the daughter of Babylon. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert. And that's one clue to who Babylon the Great is. The hindermost of the nations, farthest away from the rest of the world. Okay, this area, the Western Hemisphere, particularly America, the United States, okay, is known of as the New World. Okay, away from the rest of the Eastern world. It says, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. It says, put yourselves in array against her, round about, all ye that bend the bow, all that have nuclear capabilities. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. All right, and that is, once again, okay, what they have done, okay, to the children of Israel, as it says here in verse 11. Because you were glad, you rejoiced, O you destroyers of mine heritage, the Israelites. This is where the children of Israel came to go into captivity, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and where we were oppressed. So the Most High is bringing this judgment upon Babylon the Great, ran by the Edomites because of what they've done to us. all right, via slavery, the American Holocaust, where they committed genocide against the mass population of the so-called indigenous of this land. All right, so the Lord is recompensing them with nuclear fire. All right, this is Ezekiel 38. I'm going to read verses 1 through 7 to start with. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." And Gog is the people, Magog is the land. And it's talking about Russia. All right, it says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine armies, and horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. Persia and Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee." It says, "Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all the company that are assembled unto thee, and be a guard unto them." This is the assembly of great nations from the north country that we read about in Jeremiah 50. Okay, spearheaded by Russia, the main adversary in World War III to America, Babylon the Great. And it's going to be a guard unto these nations. That's the reason why the nations are now, okay, once again, as we read in Joel, the 3rd chapter, let those that are weak now say, "I am strong," because they have the backing of two world superpowers, okay, Russia and China, but primarily Russia. Let's continue on. I'm going to skip down to verse 10. "Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think in evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates." Okay, and that's Babylon the Great, and specifically our people in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, the Most High is going to judge, all right, he's going to judge Esau and anyone who's joined unto them, which most of our people, 2/3 of our people are joined under Esau here in America. Okay, when the Russians come in, all right, they're going to bring death and destruction upon anyone that's joined into Esau, okay, particularly our people, because really that's who the Lord is concerned about. That's who he's punishing, and that's who he's saving. Okay, that's one of the reasons why it's entitled Jacob's Trouble. It is trouble for the other nations as well, but 2/3 of our people are going to get destroyed within this time period. All right, continuing on, it says, "To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations." And it tells you in Habakkuk 2, okay, that Esau, okay, the wicked man, he likes to gather all the nations. He has all the different people from different countries around the world here in Babylon the Great serving him as his underlings. All right, it says, "Which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land," because the nations have came here to get rich. And the wicked of our people, all right, they also have joined into Esau so they can get a piece of the pie. Okay, verse 13, it says, "Sheba and Dedan and merchants of Tarshish, with all the young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, Art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy companies to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil? Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto Gog, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, in that day, when my people of Israel shall dwell safely, shalt thou not know it? And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and a mighty army." Once again, where they're going to go up against? Babylon the Great, which is where the vast majority of the Israelites are in this time, in end time prophecy. All right, and they're going to go up against our people who are at ease here in Zion, man. Okay, they're at ease here in America. Okay, continuing on, verse 16, "And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes." Okay, so this is also, let's read this in NLT right quick. All right, in NLT, it says, "And you will attack my people Israel, covering their land like a cloud." Once again, most of the Israelites are here in America. "At that time, in the distant future, I will bring you against my land as everyone watches, and my holiness will be displayed by what happens to you, Gog. Then all the nations will know that I am Yahweh." Okay, because, once again, this prophecy started off by prophesying against Gog and Magog. All right, now, okay, they are going to do much damage. They're going to destroy a lot of Israelites. All right, once again, 2/3 of our people are going to die here in Babylon the Great. Some by the hands of these American Edomites, some by the hands of the Russians or the other various nations that are going to be invading Babylon the Great. But at the end, no one's going to win except for the elect. Okay, everyone else is going to be destroyed. All right, we'll go to Isaiah 13 to close out with that. Okay, the book of Isaiah 13, also another prophecy against Babylon the Great. And I'm going to start at verse 5 and read on down to 19. It says, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." All right, and those weapons that come from the other lands, this is talking about the weapons of his indignation, is the missiles. Okay, Isaiah 54 and 16 goes into that. It says, continuing on though, skipping down to verse 7, "Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames." Okay, they're literally going to be on fire. "Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." Amos 9 and 10, "All the sinners of my people shall be destroyed." Okay, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. All the sinners are going to be consumed. Okay, verse 10, "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." So he's going to bring destruction upon Esau and anyone who's joined unto them, 2/3 of our people. "And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir." Okay, a man more precious than fine gold. Why? Because the elect men, they're going to be protected in that day. And that's going to raise them up and make them appear to be very valuable. All right, continuing on, verse 13. "Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land." Because what happens to a sheep, if it's left out there on its own with no protection? The wolves will devour it, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, Babylon the Great is going to be devoured, all right, by the enemies, okay, by the wolves. Continuing on, verse 15. It says, "Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them, unto the wicked, shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished." Once again, this is going to be because of the attack on Babylon the Great. Okay, and amongst other things, already going to be civil war breaking out here. All kind of things going to happen before all this, right? But the grand finale is going to be that nuclear fire. Okay, it says here in verse 17. Okay, and the Medes, the Persians and the Medes in ancient Babylon were the ones who took it down. So it's the same thing today. Okay, the ones who are spiritually playing the role of the Persians and the Medes are the Russians and all the nations that are joined unto them. Isaiah 13 and 17, it says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." And this did not happen to ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon didn't get destroyed by fire, and it wasn't a major ravishing. It was pretty much a quick and easy takeover. Okay, the Babylonian king, which was the son of Nebuchadnezzar at that time, all right, his kingdom got taken from him pretty much overnight. Okay, it wasn't this great destruction like we're reading about, because this is pertaining to Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, which is America. Okay, so this is one step closer to these prophecies coming to pass. All right, if you didn't know about them, well, now you do. Yahweh Rutgers, I was edifying. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rach Wadash. And until next time, Shalom, and abide b'ball.